Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Doug. It was interesting being able to search my own name on Disney Plus and come up with this. This is not the movie, not Doug's first movie. It's the original series from 1991, no, 96. 96. I don't know why IMDb's showing it as 91. It's weird. Whatever it is, it's the 90s. It looks very 90s. It feels very 90s. I never, believe it or not, despite having the same name, I had never actually watched the show. I was, like I said yesterday at the end of the last video, I was already a grown adult by the time this show came out. And I really did just seek out cartoons all the time, especially on the kids' channels and such. Man, he's really faded out there. He's super white. We really do have a lot in common. Wow. Yeah, he just looks like a white blob, like me. So yeah, this is basically the story of Doug Funny. Well, there's one thing we don't have in common, but Doug Funny is just a guy who's basically in middle school. The weird thing is that the show starts out like he's talking about things that have already happened and introducing characters in a way that you would think that we're giving the impression we should already know these. Like I thought I missed something, but I watched the first 4 episodes of the season here, of the first season, and yeah, you're literally just thrown right into the mix, treated as if you know his entire world and all of his friends, and because when we're introduced to all of them, he's like, they've changed. Like, well, I don't know what they were like before, but apparently puberty hits a number of different people in different ways, and one gets very wiggly long arms where they keep hitting his kneecaps when he walks. He also has a girl he really likes, Patty, and she's changed a little bit. There's a lot of things. He's also getting a new school, and that flows over in the first and second episodes. Again, there's stuff like, I'm the mayor. I used to be the mayor, but now I'm the school principal. Like, that was a thing before. I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, maybe I did miss something, but all told, it's a fun, sweet kind of cartoon series. Doug is unlike a lot of characters that you find in animated series. He doesn't have any kind of real edge to him. Let's just say you might consider him a Charlie Brown in sorts. And there's a reference to Charlie Brown in the first episode. He has long hair, sort of long, scraggly hair, and he's supposed to go to the barber to get a cut, but he's sort of resisting change because everything else, so much else has changed. There's a point where the barber brings over a high-tech machine that gives you an idea what your haircut would look like in different styles, and it goes through a bunch of different styles and eventually lands on a curl on top of his head, and he just goes, good grief, along with a little bit of Charlie Brown type music and sound effects, wah wah kind of thing. So it's kind of it's neat that there's a number of pop culture references that are not just, they're not always very overt. They're kind of subtle at times. Others, like the second episode, has an X-Files reference. Yeah, that you can't miss. The music is very similar to the X-Files. The way it's shot, it's very mysterious. Again, like I said, this show is chock full of fun little pop culture references, but it's never about the pop culture references. They just sort of support the story and give you a chuckle for the most part. So yeah, if you're from the 90s, you know the 90s, you'll appreciate some of these things if you revisit it. All told, it's like I said, it's very calm, very quiet. It's not I shouldn't say quiet. There's a lot of the episodes, like the most trouble he gets in is when he goes chasing after the girl he really likes and gets himself into trouble, like going to sports camp and realizing he has no sports ability whatsoever. Man, we have a lot in common. Holy cow. yeah, so yeah, this is sort of it's a really fun, really cute, and like I said, he's not a very offensive character. At most, he's a little bit selfish, a little bit he gets himself into trouble here and there, but it's mostly about Doug's imagination. He has a huge imagination. There's a lot of digressions from the storyline occasionally that lets him dip into some crazy fantasies about how he thinks he could, if he could only be this certain way, he could totally rock the basketball game and impress the girl he really likes. So it's non-offensive fun for the most part. It's worth checking out if you want to try something a little bit retro at this point. It's super retro. But yeah, but it's not an '80s toy commercial, so it has that going for it. As much as I love Transformers and Thundercats and all that other stuff, and G.I. Joe, yeah, those were just toy commercials. Anyway, we'll move on to tomorrow's Disney Plus Everyday Challenge selection. Let's hit that generate button and come up with 13. This is not our lowest number, but it's darn close. What could it be? Oh, I have to check to make sure this is available. What we have here is Adventures in Babysitting. So, Adventures in Babysitting. I've been wanting to revisit this for a long time, but let's make absolutely sure, because something tells me that it might have a delay on it until it's available. For some reason, I don't know why. See, it's coming soon to Disney Plus. Due to existing agreements, this title will be available June 1st, 2021. 2021? Dang it. All right, well, one of my all-time favorite movies of the 80s. It's Elizabeth Shue. So, yeah, and Thor shows up. So, played by Vincent D'Onofrio, the Kingpin. So it looks like we're picking another number. Here we go. Come on. 431. 431. Go from 13 to 431. 431. Here we go. You love being this close up to my face, don't you? Okay, 431. It's another movie. It is Pixel Perfect. Pixel Perfect, wedged in there between those orange slots there. Pixel Perfect. So, yeah, we're watching Pixel Perfect. If I'm wrong, I'm going to make an addendum to this. I'm not going to make you watch me click through all this. But unless I come back in a second, Pixel Perfect is what we have got to watch on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge tomorrow. I'll see you back here tomorrow.